Hey everybody, welcome to live tarot readings. So I hope you guys can enjoy the live chat. Remember, this is for subscribers only. So if you want to participate in these, you got to subscribe to the channel. Got to do it. Absolutely. I also just got done earlier today with a members only live chat, which I do still hope to do, but there is something that I have got to announce, and it has been a long time coming, but it's a realization that I needed to come to. Hello there. And that is, right now I have a membership called the Unbound membership, and I'll be making a live recording of this as well, an announcement. I am canceling the Unbound membership. And the reason why is because I have discovered, even though I love my Unbound members, I love you guys like crazy. And I hope that you will consider subscribing over on Vimeo, because I will still be having a subscription base over on Vimeo. But what I found out today as I was looking through numbers, which yes, I have to because I'm a business person, because I have lost so much money this year. And I expected that there would be a little bit of, toggle room and adjustment. And this is really the way that I wanted to go, right? So I was really excited about opening the doors to this membership so that you guys would save money and I would have more consistency in monthly income. Because I'm a renter. I'm not a homeowner. I'm a mom and pop shop. I'm a small time girl. So I was just trying to but I wanted to also show you appreciation and how much it means to me that you support the channel so much. So I wanted to give you an option that would save you money. And what I realized, and I knew that YouTube took a percentage. They take a percentage of it. They take 50% of ad revenue. I had no idea how much they were taking from my memberships. And even though they say, I found out that they say that they take 30% of my memberships, which means that 30% of what you pay for me is going to them. And I then not only realized they weren't just taking 30%, because I did the math today, they are taking 30% of everything. They are taking 37%. Guys, that is almost 40% of all the memberships you pay. YouTube is taking and putting in their pocket. And in terms of membership, the discovery that they offer, the algorithm, it doesn't help at all. Memberships are 100% based on your loyalty to me. So they are taking basically the tip that you gave to me, and they are pocketing almost 40% of it. Not necessarily pocketing. 7% of that is going to pay taxes and fees. And they're taking 30% for their profit margin on top of that. So I realized, oh my God, that means that I'm trying to save people money, and I have legitimately been getting decimated financially. And I thought, oh, it'll even out. It'll even out as I grow my memberships, it'll even out. So I started doing numbers that are really big and really easy. I was like, what if I had 1,000 members, right? I figured out that they would be taking $10,000 a month from me. They are going to take 37% of everything that I earn. Now, I'm still going to offer memberships for those who want to use the badges and get highlighted and get specific attention or special attention in these live chats or in comment sections. I'll still offer that. But the truth is this, those extended readings were a foundation for my income. I'm a single mother. I'm not a sob story. I love my life, but I have real bills just like you. I have real things to do, real things to cover. And the amount that Unbound membership has cost me because of how much YouTube takes is so painful and so detrimental to my bottom line that for legitimately the past 7-8 months, I have lost tens of thousands of dollars. And I I'm not making millions of dollars a year. I feel that. I feel that has hit home all year long. And the channel is growing and subscribers. I'm almost at 100K. And I'm like, everything is going so well. And maybe this is not professional, but I've always been really open and honest with you guys about how to build a YouTube channel and what you can expect. And I mean, and this is the money part. Like, this is the money part. And it can be very lucrative and very wonderful. But at the same time, when I realized how much they're taking every single month, but it's not just how much they're taking, it's how much I am losing. Because the Unbound membership, remember, gives access to the members only live chats, where I'm basically like this afternoon, and I loved it. I love astrology. I'm doing a natal chart analysis for somebody on there. That would normally be something they had to pay for a personal reading for. I've lost, my personal readings have dried up because of this membership, because of how much I am giving, and I have just lost so much. And so my hope is to eventually get so big that I don't feel this, and that I can offer this at real low, cheap costs. But at this point, I cannot. And I have really like given it most of this year to see how it has impacted my bottom line. And the numbers are really bad. It is really bad. And it's not something I can absorb anymore. And that means a lot for me, that I don't want to go into the ugly details for you, but I have had to make some major sacrifices and changes to my life that I did not want to be backed into a corner for. And I am. So, and it doesn't make sense, because my channel is growing, my subscribers are growing, my views are growing, but I've lost so much. Why? This is the bottom line, that I now have to, I agree. Like, I agree, Mythic Woe. I really agree. And I'm not trying to complain, because I appreciate you guys, but I waited tables for 15 years of my life. And thank God for most of that time, I worked for really great employers, like people who were just kind-hearted, helpful, and wanted us to succeed. But I can't imagine if I told my patrons at the restaurant, hey, the restaurant is going to take 40% of this. However much you tip me, the restaurant is going to take 40% of it. I mean, I don't know what they would have thought. I don't know what they would have done, because you, as people who are appreciating me, you're thinking, oh, I'm giving this to Michelle. I'm giving this to what she provides. I like the badges. I like the emojis. I like the members only chats. I love the extended readings. They're taking almost, once you include taxes and fees, they're taking 37%. And it's become such a hit to me that I have been backed into a corner and seen myself like succeeding on the front end and really failing on the back end, which is what pays my bills. And I'm just like you. I am just like you guys. I ain't living off the high hog. I ain't got no fucking Elon Musk bankroll. Like, I am not one of these big YouTube channels that has 4 million subscribers, and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Listen, I am growing, and that is where I am going. But if I continue to leak and drip this blood, I will not get there. And so as a businesswoman, I have to make some decisions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Unbound membership, get it away. If you want to have a low monthly cost, I will still offer a subscription on Vimeo. Vimeo only takes up to 20%. All the platforms are taking something, but that includes fees and taxes, transaction fees, etc. Vimeo, for their platform base level, only takes 10%. So I am not going to be losing as much over on Vimeo as I am here. Listen, I'm not a genius. I don't invent these platforms. I know that they deserve their money, but do they deserve that much? Do they deserve that much? And I just kept coming back to no, absolutely not. I can't afford for them to take that much. So for those of you who are currently Unbound members, I love you guys and I still want to give you a break on your readings. So what I'm going to do is I am going to transfer that subscription. It's not going to be called Unbound, but it's going to be, you're going to get I'm working out the details now. I'll have it all worked out by October 1st with Vimeo on how is the correct way to do it, how to upload the videos correctly. But you will be able to subscribe on Vimeo. You will still be able to save money. You will still get unlimited access to every extended reading. And you guys who want to buy individual videos, and don't think I don't appreciate you, because I absolutely do. Those of you who want to buy individual extended readings, I will absolutely 100% be able to give you that as well. So you will still get a subscription, but you'll still get a subscription option, but the subscription option will be over on Vimeo, where they're not going to just like absolutely financially destroy me. I think that's kind of what I'm trying to say. And I've discussed this with members a lot. I was talking about it to them back in June because I had seen the drop, but I'm like, we're going to build. It's going to be fine. But it seems like the more I build, the more I take. And then I saw, and this disturbed me, I saw that somehow there was somebody who was not a subscriber, not a member, because you could see the analytics of who watches your videos. And when I went under my extended readings, I saw that somehow somehow YouTube security wasn't working, because there was somebody who was not a subscriber and not a member that was able to access those extended. So I don't know what was going on, but I know that it's too tender a time for me. I want to grow. I want to expand. I want to find a happy medium between giving you guys what I know you deserve because of how much you have helped the whole time. I mean, I attribute my success to your support 100%. But I know that even as somebody who would like sit down at a restaurant, if I leave a $100 tip, I'm not going to charge you $100. I'm choosing $100 because for me, it's easy to work the math out. If I was going to leave a $100 tip and I knew that the waiters, the bus people, whatever, they're only getting $63 out of that, I would be pissed, because that's not what I leave the tip for. And guess what? The restaurant is already charging me. The restaurant's already charging me 5 times too much for my drink, because if they order a glass of wine, they charge you for how much the bottle cost. Okay, that's 4 times. That's 4 times as much as that little bit of wine is. So a restaurant is charging 400% the cost of liquor and wine, and they're charging at least 100% the cost, 200% the cost of the food. And I understand that they have to, because a restaurant is a very, very, very expensive place. It's hard to run. But the bottom line is they're already supposed to be working in their profit margin and covering their bottom line with how much they upcharge you with what you pay. The tip is supposed to be primarily for the fucking person, the person who is serving you, who is not getting all that much pay, and who is working their ass off to make you feel special. And that is what people leave tips for. And that's what I look at the memberships. The memberships are a more intimate way for you guys to support me and for me to personally reach out and connect to you and give you more. And to know that they're taking that much, I just didn't even realize it. And I don't want to take up too much time. I definitely want to get to your questions. I always appreciate your questions. I look forward to Fridays because it's spontaneous and awesome. It just gets wild here and I love it. Plus we have a new moon to look forward to. But this is what I really wanted to tell you. And I don't want any of my Unbound members to think it had anything to do with them. If anything, what had to do with you was that I have kept this going for almost the whole year. I wanted this to work from the bottom of my heart, and it just isn't. It just isn't. And I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. But then when I checked those numbers, because I was so happy, I'm like, yay, got 100 Unbound members. This is so good. And then I realized, really, I only had about 63 because they were taking 37 of those members and putting them in their pocket. And I was like, I was just gutted. I was gutted. I was gutted. And I love YouTube. But the bottom line is, you guys already pay. I run ads on my videos, which means you either pay with your time because you sit patiently through those ads, right? Or you pay with your premium membership. You pay $9.99, $10.99 a month. God bless you, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Tammy. I really appreciate you. God bless you. So you're already paying YouTube for their platform and their employees. You're already paying, right? Because they have people to advertise to, and they're getting a shit ton of money from advertisers. They shouldn't have to take this much from their creators' memberships. I think it is really, really wrong, but there's nothing that I'm really going to do about it on my own. I will continue to use YouTube. I love YouTube. I love my channels here. I love what the doors that it's opened for me. But these memberships are got to be adjusted. They got to be adjusted, and I'll be working on a new membership video to explain the memberships today, after I take a shower, because I'm kind of gross right now, and and clearly after I get offline here. So that's what I'll be doing today. I didn't expect to have to do it, but I kind of had a heart to heart, and I said, let me check the numbers. Let me check the numbers. And my moon is in Cancer, so we love our money. We do. I'm just going to say it out loud. Cancerians, we don't love it as a greed. We love it as a cushion. We love it as a feeling of. That's why we're so responsible with money, is that we like to know it makes us feel secure. Remember, the moon is exalted in Taurus, and Taurus really, really is a mastermind at being responsible with their finances. So the bottom line is, astrologically speaking, I am hardwired to be looking at these things and to be very practical. I have a background in business, so I'm not like a super business person, but I know the basics, and I got to know you have to add up what it costs in terms of your time, in terms of your talent, in terms of your skills, in terms of your expenses. You have to add all that up, and you have to see what are you getting out of this. And ultimately, I think Vimeo is going to be offering a better platform for me. I've looked at Patreon as well. That seems to be a little more convoluted. Maybe just I feel more comfortable on Vimeo because I've used it for longer, but they're more upfront with their fees. And because I've used it so long, I've been using it for 3.5 years, I see how much they take out. And it's never been above 20%. And that includes their cut. And that includes the fees, the transaction fees, when you convert from one currency to another, the taxes, all of those, the credit card transaction fees, all of those things. They've never taken out more than 20%. And already that's going to save me 17% from YouTube. like already I'm safer over there. So that is what I will be doing. So you guys will know if you are looking for to buy a subscription that will give you access to unlimited access to the extended readings, just like the Unbound membership. I will have that set up over on Vimeo. I'll figure that out this weekend. I've contacted to support so that I kind of know how it works. I have a few questions that I need to really work out with them so that you guys don't get ripped off. And yeah. And so I don't look like a fool who doesn't know how to use this platform. Right. And so that will still be an option, but it will just not be an option here. For right now, the Courage and Harmony memberships will stand. I still will have my members only chats, which Harmony will have access to. And Harmony will have access to getting precedence in the live chats and in the comments. And Courage basically we continue to get the badges, we'll continue to get the emojis. And I'm also going to start to, I've taken down my store, but I'm also going to start to offer some merchandise that I think is fun. I've been designing some really, I think, awesome designs that will look exceptional on clothes. But yeah. So there's ways that I'm building out. There's different ways that you can interact with the channel now. But I have to cut it off somehow, guys. Like I was flabbergasted. I was like 30 fucking 7%. Girlfriend, thank you so much. Love always. I love you always. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I don't mean I don't mean to like this is like a guilt anything. This is not you. This is not you guys. This is 100% YouTube, and I think that they could do better because I don't think that they need 37%. And if they're taking 30%, they should include taxes and fees in that. They shouldn't tag that on after the fact so that they're taking practically 40% of your memberships. To me, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. If other platforms can work out how to not have to do that, so can fucking you, but they're doing it. And you know what? I even run ads. I run ads on my Unbound extendeds. So they're getting double ad revenue, not double, but they're getting ad revenue and they're getting 37% of your membership fees. Now on Vimeo, there's not going to be any ads. There are never any ads over on Vimeo. None. Zero. But I was running ads because I was not making anything from the member. Like I wasn't doing well with the memberships and I didn't know what was causing it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, when people work hard for you and they're trying really hard, do them right. Do right by them. And within this, now YouTube does a lot of shit right. But with memberships, taking this much, they are doing their creators wrong. They are doing their creators wrong. And maybe if you have one of these corporate media moguls that has 30 channels and they're making, $10 million on each channel, that's one thing. But when you have your small creators, your small businesses, you need to treat them differently so that they have room to grow. And when you are fucking raping them like that, and that's what it is financial rape. Like, I think that you really need to be ashamed of yourself. Like, that is just, I just couldn't, my jaw dropped. I was like, wait, what? I was flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted because they say it's 30%. It was 37%. It was 37% that they were taking because of taxes and fees on top of the cut that they take. Now, the cut that Vimeo takes, once again, is only 10%. And I've never seen them take anything more than an additional 10% for those transactional fees. And so I got to go with the better number, guys. So I'm sorry if that makes it a little less convenient for you, because I know I had a playlist over here and it was wonderful. But from this point on, I'm really just going to have to change things. I'm really just going to have to change things. So thank you so much for all of your support and how much you really, really have stood behind the channel. There will still be a subscription basis for those of you who are really committed to the channel and know that you buy multiple extended readings, maybe a week, definitely a week, but every month there will still be that subscription option, but it will be over on Vimeo where maybe I could still afford to help my son out when he needs money or have a savings account. It's just gotten to be like that bad. And I just have to do stuff. I feel a little bit like a failure. Not because I think I'm failing on the channel, but because I didn't realize this. I didn't know this. I didn't know about it. It was really, really naive. Maybe I didn't do enough research before I jumped in because I was just so excited to really be focused on YouTube and offer this. I was really excited. And so now I'm just going to try to do it a better way, try to do it a way that works for. Thank you so much, Earl. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. So I'm going to go back to see if any of you guys asked me questions, because I know that the questions are open. Okay, Layla, let's do it. Let's get to it, right? Let's get to it. So this has been an announcement, a very important announcement that I had to make. It's with a heavy heart that I make it, but it has really been, I think, long enough. And I think it's just the best thing that I can do right now. So let's do it. Hi, Layla. Samuels, what's up? Hope you are well. I am well, actually. Please tell me what's coming toward me in love and career. Thanks in advance. So we have Prince of Wands. There's a fuckboy coming towards you. Now listen, let me tell you something, Layla. This can be fun. Hey, Claire. This can be fun. It can be. And as long as you keep it fun, then that's good. But this is definitely somebody, he's not necessarily nasty. He's so focused on his passion is not going to be for you. It's going to be for his life. It's going to be for what he's building. He's moving through town and you might be his stop overnight. And if you can keep this fun, fresh, and sexy, then way to go, girl. But if you can't, just know that you need to let him pass by. It could be a cute flirtation that could give you, make you feel good about yourself again. But there's a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am attitude about this motherfucker. He's upright, so he's not deceptive, but he's not going to stick around long. So it could be a whirlwind romance too. This is definitely a romantic full moon. I keep saying full moon. This is definitely a romantic new moon. Okay. Very, very much so, especially because there's a conjunction between Mercury and Venus that's happening in loose conjunction with the new moon, which is, of course, always conjunct the sun. And Pluto is trying them all. So there's an intensity, there's a sensuality, there's an emergence, if you will, like coming back to life. But it doesn't mean it's going to last forever, right? And Mercury is still in retrograde. So, you know what I'm saying? This could be like somebody coming back. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. Having a whirlwind weekend or week. And then basically they're gone again. But maybe that's what you needed to wrap things up. Maybe that's what you needed to know that, you only thought that you wanted to be with them forever. You don't really want to be. So even these bad things aren't bad things if you appreciate them for what they are, is what I'm saying. Hope that helped, hon. Hey, Tammy. Google has enough money. I will hit you in the, yeah, I agree. I will hit you in the face. I agree. I agree. I don't know why they have to take, and like I said, with these, there's major media companies on here. Look, we have NBC, CBS, CBS, NBC, ABC. We have Disney on here. We have everybody on here. Oprah's is on here. CNN, BBC. We have big like legacy media companies on here. Plus we have social media moguls on here now. Huge companies that have 25 to 30 channels on YouTube and are making $10 million each channel. I mean, we have them on here. And if you want to take 30% of their memberships, well, then good on you. But to take 30%, 37% from small business owners, I mean, I'm just approaching 100K now. To decide to take that big of a chunk from somebody who is in a lot of ways struggling still just to make it, to me, that's just greed. And I think they could do better. So YouTube, please do better. Tammy, is there not a way for you to add people to these services and can pay you directly? The answer is this. The only way they could pay me directly, Tammy, is if I set up my own app, which costs about $1 million, which could be down the line someday. I think that would be great. How much fun would that be? Wow, that's so wonderful, right? But for right now, is there a way to pay me directly? No, it would be too crazy. I mean, if you pay PayPal, they take a chunk, right? If you pay this person, they take a chunk. There's no way to actually pay me directly. I'm still small, so I don't get the money coming in directly. What I do like is Vimeo. I don't know. I think that the best way to do it now, like if you paid through my website, for example, PayPal takes about 3% of every personal reading I make, because they charge me for using their site to pay me through. So they take money too, but at least it's only 3%. It's not fucking 37. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're basically charging me transaction fees, but they're not trying to like make money out of me like that, So for right now, no, there's no way to pay me directly. I am dependent upon like for business, for business, I'm just dependent upon this stuff right now. And, I mean, that's just how, I guess, how it has to be. Yeah, I wish, like, if anybody knows of anybody who's an expert in this online stuff, transactional things, inner workings of websites and how they hook up with payments and all those processes. If anybody knows those people, then send me, like, email me their names, because I may want to hire them at least as a contractor, to say, help me understand how to, get like lower my fees, because I've, for the good better part of this year, I've just been bled. I've just been completely bleeding and didn't realize it. And that hurts. That's so wild how already rich corporations take money away from people. No. How do you think the corporations got rich? I mean, that's kind of what it is. Reminds me of how I provide pet care on Rover, and they take 20%. What? Wow. Wow. That's a lot, Nate. That's a lot. That's a lot. I just think that's disgusting. Like, why is any app taking over 5%? The way that apps make money is supposed to be volume, right? That's their job. That's their challenge. Why are you taking that much from people? Like, to me, this is like, my mind is blown. Quick question. Was it the deal between Cancer and what is the deal between Cancer and Gemini? I'm a Cancer. What do you mean for you, honey, personally, Anthony? You want to know what the deal is between you guys, or just Cancer and Gemini in general? Because Cancer and Gemini in general is something that I have quite a bit of experience with. The deal between Cancer and Gemini is the deal between basically Gemini and any water sign, really, except Scorpio. Scorpio will hold their interest the longest because Scorpio is the most secretive, and Gemini likes puzzles. Gemini's a thinker and they like puzzles, and you've got to keep your Gemini interested. So the problem with Gemini and Cancer is Cancerians bore the shit out of Gemini really quickly. Because as cutesy and fun and playful as Cancerians can be when it comes to relationships, we get very clingy, very needy, and very predictable. Now, this works for our Taurus lovers. This works for our Capricorn lovers if you can keep one around long enough to fall in love with you. It works for our Virgos. It does not work for Geminis. They're like, ew, get off me. They need freedom. They need freedom, freedom, freedom. And they need to be interested. They don't like the predictability. Cancerians love the predictability. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody receives and gives love in different ways, and you deserve to have it the way that it's right for you. But a big conflict between the two is usually that. Like, Gemini gets real bored real quick, and they feel like Cancerians suffocate them. So when it comes to Cancer, Geminis are usually very capable of staying friends with people after they break up with them, because they really don't hate you when they break up with you. They usually are just like, they need, because Geminis learn their world through their friendships and their connections with people. So they may just need to move on. So it's really, Geminis tend to be serial monogamists. So they'll stay with you for like 4 years, 5 years, and then they need someone else. And that's just it. That's almost what I call their learning curve. How they are. Now, I'm being very general here, and I want to be astrologically responsible when I say that this is more defined by your moon sign than it is by your sun sign. Sun signs, which is probably what you're talking about, this really doesn't have any impact on. But when it comes to falling in love and long-term partnerships, this is usually your moon, your Venus, and also Mercury, because Mercury is controlling how you communicate. Could also have a little bit to do with what you project with your rising sign versus their sun sign. So it's a little bit more complex than just Cancers and Geminis, because it really doesn't have anything to do with their sun sign. I mean, I know quite a few Geminis that love their long-term relationships just because of where their moon or Venus is. It's just what they need emotionally. But generally speaking, the energy of Gemini is excitable. They need to be excited. They need to be interested. They need to always be digging and solving things and figuring out puzzles. And they love to be educated. They love to learn. This is why Geminis also make such great parents. I think the thing that Cancerians and Geminis really have in common is what extraordinary parents they are. Geminis love children because children are the absolute enigma. They're constantly changing. You can never keep up with them, especially in their early lives. They change like this, and they're always ahead of you. So Geminis always have an intrigue when it comes to their children. They're just fascinated by them, which really helps to build a child with a lot of self-esteem, because you have so much of your parents' attention and they love you so much. So Geminis tend to make extremely good parents, and Cancers tend to make extremely good parents. They just are really just very all access with their children. You know, Cancerians are like the parents of the zodiac. So and you can both give your children such wonderful things. So you can make a really wonderful team when it comes to raising children, actually. But when it comes to romance, 10-1, that Gemini energy is going to get really bored. And it's even worse because you can bore a Gemini and they'll forgive you. They'll dump you, but they'll still like you. The problem with Cancerian energy is it is smothering. And then when it isn't satisfied, it starts to do the guilt trip. And Gemini hates that fucking shit. Hates it. Hates being accused of hurting people, because 10-1 Geminis really like to make people happy. Now Cancerians, they're not going to get fed from their Gemini. They're going to have Gemini is flirtatious. They're constantly flirting. They're very social. And for Cancerians, that's like, well, why can't you just be with me? I don't understand. Like, we're in this relationship. Why is there so many other people involved? Or why are you always flirting? Because I wouldn't do that to you. I think that that's disrespectful, you know? So from a Cancerian's perspective, they could feel very disrespected by just, you know, the nature of the Gemini. And so they will get that insecure feeling. They will not get the security they need from this general energy. But once again, I cannot tell you enough, because as I speak, I have two friends who are Cancer Gemini, and it does tend to work out better or longer term where the male is the Cancer and the female is the Gemini. If the male is the Gemini and the female is the Cancer, fuck no, she's going to get her heart ripped apart. She's just going to get shredded. She's just going to get shredded. Females in general have more patience, I think, and bigger hearts. and so they tolerate a lot more. They do, especially if they're having children. You know, it really behooves them to have a strong partner, and that Cancerian father is never going to give up on their children. Like it's a smart match. But when it comes to that relationship, they're just romance. I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest with you. I would recommend friendship, of course, absolutely. You know. Absolutely. Because for Cancerians, your Gemini friend is going to be that whirlwind that you see every year, once a year or so, and you're just going to have the best time ever. And for Geminis, your Cancerian best friend is going to be who, you know, they're always going to have a house you can crash at. You know, they're always going to be your landing pad, and they're going to love it. And they're going to love you. You can always be nurtured by them. In small doses so they don't smother you. You know, so I think friendship works out much better between the two. If I was going to be honest with you, a lot of times between Cancers and Geminis, and I see this in two very, very, very prominent, couples that all of you will know. I'll name it right now. We have, I know that most of you guys have heard of the Duke of Windsor and Wallis Simpson. That's a very famous romance. She was a Gemini. He was a Cancerian. The other one is quite infamous and a little bit more modern, and that is O.J. Simpson and Nicole Simpson. Nicole Simpson was the Gemini and O.J. was the Cancer. And in both of these cases, the men were completely and totally obsessed and would not let the women go at all. And it did not end well for Nicole Simpson. Did not end well. So I am just going to tell you right now that a lot of times those romantic relationships can be obsessive and narcissistic, and it just becomes very toxic. Those two things coming together. Very, very, very toxic. So I would steer clear. If your moons are those energies, you better still fucking steer clear from each other. If your suns are there, are that energy, not necessarily. Not necessarily. There is still a lot to be able to work out, because you could be a Cancer sun with a Gemini moon, and then you'll be fine with however your Gemini acts. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends really on that moon sign, especially from the Cancer. Cancerians are their moon sign. I don't care what the hell you say. Cancerians are ruled by the moon. So every Cancerian needs to check and see where their moon is, because 10 to 1, you act more like that outwardly. You reflect that energy all the time. So Cancerians really are their moon sign. So check to see if you're a Cancerian, where your moon sign is, and then see what is compatible with that. You are not your sun sign, Cancerians. You are your moon sign. So check to see what is compatible with your moon sign. Always, 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 always. That's all I have to say about that. I know I just talked like crazy. Oh, let's go to Nate. Nat. What's the current energy of the connection between me and their initials, NZD? What's the current energy of the connection between me and NDC? I always say, sweetheart, if you got to fucking ask, it's not good. It's true, because I've never known anybody who was in love, like real love, that had to ask about how somebody felt about them or about what the situation was. I think that you're learning how to heal a past disappointment. And the two of you may be helping each other to heal, but there is some disappointment and maybe a conversation that needs to happen between the two of you. It's like, yeah, that's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. What's up, Selena? Oh, and thank you so much, the Lesbian Corner. God bless you, sweetheart, for your donation. I will definitely get to your question. What's up, Selena? What's going on in my current connection with DT? Ooh, like dynamite. That's DMT, right? Yeah, DT. What's going on in my current situation with DT? Princess of Swords is here. What's going on? What's going on in your current situation with DT? I think his mind is on basically work. That's what I think. There seems to be ideas about about his mind seems to be on work, or there's a new job coming up, or there's a new offer or new talk. I don't know where his mindset is, but it doesn't seem to be romantic. 4 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands is here. It kind of means that things are going a little too fast for him. So, or for one of you, and somebody wants to just like escape to work, like think of work. That's their happy space right now. It's also a sense of their love language maybe to compliment him, like to say how much you appreciate all that he does, because honestly, something is happening way too fucking quickly. And I think he's sort of shut down or gotten extra defensive because of that. And there we go. Whoa. Okay, the Lesbian Corner. Whoever just gave another donation, God bless you. Thank you so much. Hey, so met someone new. Congratulations. And I just want to know how things will work from now on. Thank you. This is the Lesbian Corner. How will things work from now on with somebody new? Somebody new. How will things work with somebody new? I think it'll help you figure out a lot of the stuff that you didn't realize. I think know before. What this means to me when I see it is that it's helping you to get beyond the rock and the hard place that you were stuck in. It's helping you move beyond a place of stuck that you were before. That's what it's helping you to do, this new relationship. So take it slow and learn. Like take your time to get to know each other and enjoy the getting to know process, because this is a new relationship and this is fun. This is fun. This is the fun stuff. This is the fun part where you guys don't have to decide that you're in love right away. You can just sincerely try to understand who that other human is and really take kind of like take your time to know the human instead of the place in your life the human fills, right? So 2 of Swords and 6 of Swords means that they're giving you some sort of peace. They're giving you some sort of resolution. They're helping you figure stuff out. Maybe the two of you are both doing this for each other. So it could be that the two of you are sort of, I'm not going to call it a rebound relationship, but an interim relationship, a relationship that comes in to help repair you so that you can figure things out and be strong for when the next real relationship comes. That's kind of what I see. But anyway, give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Who knows where it'll go? But this is really just about self-discovery and learning and learning how to be like almost settled down from a crazy situation that you were coming from. Grateful for your time. I'm grateful for you, Nat. Grateful for you. Thank you so much for your donation. God bless you. Hey, Nikki. I know you waited. I know you waited. God bless you for your donation, though. Thank you so much, Nikki. Hi, Michelle. I'm a Scorpio. Woo, woo, woo. I'm a Scorpio and wondering what is the connection between me and Capricorn? Where is it going? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, you're going to have to work hard on it. It's going to take time. Go slow and be patient. Capricorn is obsessed with work. And it seems like there's this Virgo energy right now. I don't know if it started in Virgo season, but it does, it does make sense why it would start in Virgo season, because Virgo season, we all kind of like slow down and get back to work. And Capricorn is work for a Scorpio. I promise you that. Then we have Prince of Swords. You guys are going to have to work on your communication with each other. It doesn't seem to be very open. And it seems to be very like sporadic, or like when you actually open up, it comes out in spurts. So my suggestion for the two of you would be to work on your communication, how you talk to each other. Don't accuse. I don't know if they're talking to you in an accusatory way, but that would be something you want to nip in the butt right away. They can be a little bit blunt with the way that they talk because they want to get things done. Capricorns are very blunt with the way that they speak, simply because they think that they're trying to make things function. They're not trying to hurt your feelings. They're not actually even trying to criticize you. They're trying to economize the situation and get the work done. That's how they communicate primarily. And honestly, your tender Scorpio heart could really be fucking insulted by that. So just know that, because communication is coming out as, it's like kind of jumping out as, okay. Plus there's a Mercury retrograde. So there's maybe been some issues with communicating, or that you haven't been communicating enough. So ultimately, this is just something that you're going to have to work on and be mindful of. Lordy, God bless you, girl. I'll send you out prayers. The lesbian corner. Best mom I met was a Gemini. I was amazed at how much the child was respectful. Yep. Absolutely. They're wonderful parents. I mean, listen, come on. There's assholes in everybody has an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But generally speaking, they're wonderful parents. They're just fascinated with their children, and they talk to their children a lot, because Geminis love to talk, right? And kids love when you talk to them. They love when you care what they think, and Geminis sincerely care what their kids think. They want to have those conversations, and I got to tell you, it just makes usually for very productive people. And very strong communicators. Can you provide me? I'm getting to you, Teresa. Come on, girl. Don't think that I would ignore you. You just came by to say hi? Well, hi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping in and just saying hi. God bless you. I've been, rattling off. I had a lot of announcements to make, so I'm a little behind on answering questions, but thank you so much for just coming by and sharing love. I really needed it today, to be honest with you, so you made my day. Sunshine and beauty. Can you provide me any advice on career? Trying to improve and fine-tune my skills while I am there. On career, trying to improve and fine-tune my skills. Good for you. I mean, good for you. Any advice for her? Girl, it's just cosmic alignment. You're doing really good. You're the high priestess, honey. You're going to make magic. Not only are you going to make magic, I think that this is really balancing out your life. This coming out says it's healthy. You're healthy. Your career is healthy. You're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. The give and take is cosmically aligned. And ultimately, this is what the cosmos wants for you, is what it's saying. When this card comes out, it's almost like, yup, that's your assignment. That's your assignment. You're doing extremely well. They don't say anything. It's just good. It's healthy and it's correct is all I can tell you. It's difficult. Hey, Susan Santos. It's difficult. Love always. Well, I'll get you here. It's difficult to understand how we had toxic relationship when our birthday is the same day with Cancer. Cancer is a horrible connection. I'll tell you why, Susan. You better look at that motherfucker's moon sign. Because you think you are with somebody who is just like you, and I guarantee you they are not. A Cancerian is their moon sign. I promise you. So I don't know. Are you saying you had the same moon sign? Because my son dated a Cancerian too. And when I looked at her chart, I knew they are not going to make it. You want to know why? They had 5 planets. They all have like Cancer stelliums, except for their moons. He was a Pisces moon and she was a Gemini moon. And I'm like, these motherfuckers are not going to click. These motherfuckers are not going to click. Now, Pisces and Gemini sun get along very well. But Pisces, Gemini moon, no. Pisces moon needs to just surround people. It needs to melt into people. It needs to fill you in every cell. A Gemini moon needs freedom. Get the fuck off me. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at his moon. I bet you your moons clashed big time. I bet you. A Cancerian is not their sun sign. A Cancerian is their moon sign. Hola, Miss Minnie. That's because I like that name so much. Love always. That is true. I'm an Aries moon and I'm on the cusp of Leo. So you're really fiery. You're extremely fiery. In fact, when people meet you, they probably don't even know that you're a Cancerian because you're so fiery. And I think a lot of times people don't know that I'm a Cancerian at first. Well, first of all, what is most apparent to people is usually your rising sign. But if you have that much fire in you, even if you're a Cancerian, you're not going to show. You're going to show where your moon is. So if you're Aries moon, you're blunt, you're to the point, you're direct, you're get things done, you're get the fuck out of my way, you're a fighter, you don't really take time or concern for other people's feelings, etc. But you are fun as fuck. I love Aries. That's a great energy. But it's a hard moon to have because Aries moon is very defensive. Anyway, getting too much into it. You see, I'm like my mind is going 1,000 different directions. Sunshine and beauty. I think I answered your question. Yes, I did. You're welcome to Lesbian Corner. Hey, Tammy, any details on my partner's ex, 10 years divorced? Any details on my partner's ex? Why are you worried about that? That concerns me, Tammy. Why do you care about your partner's ex? Why are you even concerned about her? If this is your partner, then his ex should not be on your mind. That's weird to me. I just feel like your mind is in the wrong place. It's just in the wrong place. Is there anything she needs to look out for? Yeah, so we have the Emperor and we have the 7 of Swords. I just think that this aggressiveness and this it's going to undermine you, I guess is what I'm talking about. This competitiveness inside of you is going to undermine you if it keeps up. Or she's competitive and she's bringing on an undermining a mentality. But I don't think so. I think that this sense of I got to fight, I got to win, I got to rule, is going to really undermine you. And I don't want that to happen. She should be a moot point. You know, they've been separated for 10 years. Don't let that low vibrational shit defeat you, because somebody as strong as you, that's Aries energy. I don't know if you are an Aries, but somebody as strong as the warrior, it's usually only the warrior that can undermine them. Like, you do yourself in. That's what it's trying to say. You're doing yourself in. That's what the cards are trying to say. So I want you to try to get your focus off her. She cannot start anything that your strong partnership can handle. She can't. Have faith in you and your partner. That's where your focus has to be. You and your partner. And then it'll be very, very clear. Whatever drama she's bringing, it'll be very clear that she's bringing it. She's inventing it and she's creating it. And you want that to be very clear, especially so your partner sees it. And then the two of you can know, okay, we're in this together. We got this. We're a unit. We're a unit. So focus right now on your partnership. I'm making that partnership as strong as possible so that there's no way for her to permeate that. Hi, David. How are you? Question. Anything I need to consider to be aware of for the remainder of 2022, which is, by the way, only 3 months. Did you know that? Did you realize that? 3 months, 2022 is gone. Anything? Focus on your creative spirit. Focus on where you're growing and where you're going. Focus on having fun. Focus on believing in yourself and feeling good. You're about to shine, or you're about to come across a really hot, sexy, beautiful, passionate fire sign woman. But either way, life is good. 3 of Wands, something is going to pay off. I think that what you have been investing your time and energy into, what you have been learning about and committing your talents and your skills and your discipline to, you're about to blow up. At least by Sagittarius season. I'm good. He and I are good. She is hurting his family. This is why you want to really, really, really be a tight unit, because the more love that you generate, the more healing you will generate, and the more it will be extremely obvious how gross she is. You can win over drama by not engaging in it. Let her hurt herself. Let her undermine. So maybe that's what those cards are about. Let her undermine herself. Sometimes the best war strategy is don't fight. Let them wear out their resources. Hey, Teresa. Hi, will the rest of the year be calm for me? Yeah, I do. I think it will. You're going to make some decisions. I think you're going to make some decisions to go maybe a new direction in your life, but you'll do it from a very confident point of view. And you are going to be making some moves. It's not like there's not going to be changes. There is a redirection here, but you're going to be confident about it. It's going to be strategic. It'll be a strategic move that you're certain of. But no signs of anything bad or like ruckus going on. I think it's strategy. So trust yourself. Hey, thank you so much, Tammy. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm just love you too, Teresa. Minimalist. Ooh, I love a Cancer. Good. Cancers deserve love. I'm a Taurus. Stop. That's a match made in heaven. That's a match made in heaven. Taurus, Cancer, that's a match made in heaven. Y'all gonna sit and grow old together, cuddling on your couch in your warm little cushions. Taurus will make sure that they're high quality and high thread count, and Cancerian will make sure that there's plenty of them so that everything is cushy soft, and you will be eating your fine foods and you will grow fat and happy together. I'm sorry you parted ways. I'm so sorry. But there was a third party and we parted ways. Where was his moon sign? But now we're friends. Good. Do you think we will come back together in the future? when we both have more work to do. There might be some ability to resurrect this relationship, plant new seeds, start new, start small. I think you're kind of like there's so Two of Swords is here, which means you're at an impasse. Princess of Pentacles means that there is something new, a new root, a new seed that's growing. And then the Judgment card is here, maybe realizing in some ways that you need something new or somebody new, but kind of like them. You know, it's almost like, what did you learn from that person so that you can move on to somebody new, but that has those features? I like to think of it like this. All the guys that I dated were basically like they were just horrible for me, but each of them had a little piece of my perfect partner, and spending time with them taught me that. And I saw those little seeds, and it was those little seeds inside of them that really attracted me to them. And I realized I was finding little pieces of my partner in each of the people that I dated. So I think that you found a seed. You found a piece of your partner so that you would be able to realize that whole complete partner when you meet them. So in terms of the Nine of Swords has come out in reverse. So that means that there could be hardship fixed. There very well could be. There's a vibe here of there could be some kind of reconciliation. It doesn't say that it's true love, and it doesn't say that it's marriage. It just says that there is going to be some sort of reconciliation between the two. For all you know, that could just be continuing your friendship and finally getting to a point where you are okay with the way things are between you. But you will find peace. Yeah, you will find peace. And there is a little bit of a possibility here. I can't rule that out. I can't rule that out. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. I hope I already said thank you. Who else came up? Love always. God bless you. But I already asked a question, right? You already asked a question. Didn't you? My rule is this: if you need more than one question, you got to order a personal reading. I mean, I appreciate your donations, but if you're on here like asking multiple questions, that's what personal readings are for. Because you can give me a list of questions. I don't say you can ask 3 questions. I don't do that. So if you find yourself in a position of really having to ask more than one question because there's a lot on your mind, then I would definitely book a personal reading. Will you ask the universe what it has in store for me in the near future? Moving on. Maybe even actual physical movement. 6 of Swords sometimes is actually changing locations. But it's definitely being able to finally figure things out so that you can find peace and move on from what has hurt you. And that could be literally physically moving. Yep. Hey, F. Johns, what's up? What's up? Since you're a member, I would like you to go back when this reading is over, F. Johns. I want you to go back and watch, because I announced in the beginning of this reading that I am canceling the Unbound membership, and I explain why. And so you guys will know what's going to happen from here. Yeah, just to FYI, definitely go back and take some time and make sure you spot it. Hey, Ludi May. What's up? I love that name. How will I recognize my true love? Oh my God. You know how you're going to recognize your true love? This is the motherfucker who, as soon as they enter the room, your heartbeat drops. Like not your heart falls out of your chest. No, that's adrenaline making you be excited. No, you know when you're in the presence of your true love, when you calm down, when it's so easy to be yourself, you think you're talking to a mirror. And I'm not talking about twin flame. I'm talking about it feels like you're in the room by yourself because they make you so fucking comfortable. You don't feel judged around them. You don't feel insecure around them. You feel secure around them. That's how you know when your true love has walked into your life. You know, because they just make you feel confident. They make you feel safe, and they protect you. They give you strength. Also a sense of, this is saying you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. You've been to a point where you really can't take any more. So what you've got to do is kind of surrender at this point, because you're kind of guarded. You're guarded. And Eight of Cups suggests that you got to walk away because that's not really helping you. Guarding your heart isn't really helping you right now. It's time for you to sort of open yourself up to possibilities. All right, guys, what's coming up for me? I will go and no upgrade. It's not an upgrade. The Unbound membership is just gonna be gone. You will have the option to subscribe over on Vimeo, however, if that is what you want. What's going on? I will go and upgrade. God bless you, sweetheart. What's going on for F. Johns? What's going on for F. Johns? What's going on for F. Johns? Prince of Swords, you got something to say. If you've been fighting something back or holding something back, you need to let it out. You have got something to say. This is an absolute necessity. Get it off your fucking chest. And if you have been thinking about something, you need to take action on it. F. Johns, necessary. Guys, I'm going to let you go because I'm kind of exhausted. But I do want to say thank you. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the support that you give me all the time. I'm really, really blessed to have you in my life. I live a pretty lonely life, and I love this interaction. So this is wonderful. So I'm really grateful for it. And yeah, thank you so much for your support as the channel changes and grows. I have 99.2 thousand subscribers. That is your success. That is because of you. I'm so grateful, and I cannot wait to get online and unbox my first YouTube plaque. I cannot wait, and I will definitely be sharing that live. I will unbox live. Cannot wait to share that with you guys. It's coming. Ho, ho, ho. It's my fucking Christmas present. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you hopefully next week. Check me out in the videos. And for those of you who are interested in daily tarot card readings, come join me on Astrology Motivation. I have a second YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys know that, but I do. And that's where I do daily tarot card readings and a weekly astrology forecast. And Monday through Friday, I am on live chat, doing not these kind of question answer readings, but a daily tarot card reading, and we can chit chat. So if you're interested in that, please go find Astrology Motivation. I also upload a lot more shorts over there. So I do a lot of fun stuff that I don't have room to do over here because my schedule is booked over here. So check that out. Want to say hi to me every day? I would love to have you guys over there. And aside from this, enjoy your romantic Libra moon. New moon in Libra. It's going to be beautiful. Enjoy your weekend. Okay? I love you. I'll see you in the videos.